Hey, welcome back again. This is a quick video to show you how to use the logs for troubleshooting with fabrics. First thing you're going to do is we're going to set up an error. So what we're going to do is go pick our test company, and I'm going to go to the assets, and essentially I'm going to try to create a VM with a resource group that doesn't exist. So I'm going to go into my resource groups, and you can see here that this resource group is not in the cloud. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into VMs and I'm going to add a virtual machine, and we're going to say test RG missing one. Then I'm going to say it's Azure, and we're going to call that a dedicated VM, and then we're going to pick that resource group I just showed you that was missing. That was it VDI3? I'm going to pick regular 3. I'm going to go back because I forgot which one it was. Dedicated 3, we'll use that one. So go back to the VMs, and we'll set this to dedicated 3. So there, we know that it's missing. So now we're going to come in and just create valid values for everything else. So we want to put it there, use that domain. We're going to use Windows Server 2022 for the image. That size is fine. We'll make this a test admin password. Give it a password that will pass. I'm going to leave the machines operating, or the machine's internal time as Eastern Standard Time. We're going to back that up. And we'll set the storage account to that storage account and click save. So now we've set all the properties to create it, but some of them are bad, and we know that because we pointed it out. And then we're going to go back to the VMs, and we're going to say, okay, for that one now we're going to try to create that in the cloud. So it's going to say, yep, you want to create that asset in the cloud. We'll click OK. Now if we come to the logs, you'll see that it's taken that payload, it's sent it to our translator to send it to Azure, and the action has started. And then you'll see the action is completed. So the action detail here of being green, one of the important parts we want to point out is just because it gets to 100% does not mean that it succeeded in Azure. That just means that all of the steps that were needed to be done, or all of the PowerShell commands that needed to be executed to do that VM creation have been done, and then you have to check the detail to see what the status was if something goes wrong, like if there's a long delay and nothing happens. So if I open that up, you can see, okay, the first one is fine, and then the second one, which I didn't think of either, that virtual network is in a different one and it didn't exist either, so it can say, okay, that parameter can't be none. And then you can see the resource group we set doesn't exist. The resource group for the VM doesn't exist. So all of these commands are going to fail. But you can see Azure giving you the response each time of, okay, well, you gave me a resource group that could not be found. Or you gave me a virtual network that could not be found. So when you have a problem in any command that is sent, it could be a command that you send manually, like I just did, or it could be in any command that's executed automatically by Fabrics. For instance, this is stopping a SQL database. If there was something wrong in there, yeah, here you go. Like it's trying to stop a database where that feature's not enabled. So you can see that you get the error message. So it doesn't matter whether it's a manually executed function or an automatically executed one. If there's a problem in there, that's where you'll find the response. So the logs always have the information available to track that down. The second thing you'll find is from time to time here, we're looking through some of these, and you can see there's both exceptions that will get highlighted. Let me see if I can load some more logs. Yeah, or alerts. And these will have information that give you like, hey, if this happens quite often, or if it happens a number of times back to back, you need to investigate it. So that's another place to look for errors in the logs. Most of the time with those, unless they happen repeatedly, they're fine. Azure